Namaskar and a very good evening to all of you. My name is Indu Prakash. I'm a teacher of English grammar at the English Lyceum. I undertake the work of editing also. Editing means changing the construction of a sentence and making it simple and understandable in one reading. There are two trailblazing and preeminent constituents, components, elements, factors, or ingredients involved in editing. These are transformation and synthesis. In my earlier lecture, I covered the topic of transformation. Revising it briefly, transformation means changing the structure of a sentence without changing its meaning. We deal with one sentence at a time. For example, negative sentence can be turned into positive. I am not blind to my faults. Now, this is a negative sentence. In transformation, it becomes positive and there is no change in the sense of it. I am aware of my shortcomings, faults. Similarly, one complex sentence can be transformed into simple sentence. I am sure that my son will win this game. I am sure is main clause. That my son will win this game is another clause, noun clause as object of this. Now, this is a complex sentence with two clauses. I am sure one clause, that my son will win this game, second clause. We can make it one simple sentence from complex to simple. I am sure of my son's victory in this game. Now it becomes, I am sure of just one clause. I am sure of my son's victory in this game. In transformation, we take up one sentence at a time. Our topic now is synthesis. What is synthesis? Synthesis means joining of two sentences or joining of more than two sentences into one without changing its meaning. That is what is synthesis. We join two sentences or more than two sentences and make one sentence. There are many ways of joining sentences. Let us discuss some of them. Number one is the use of the present participle. there are two sentences, we make use of the present participle in the first one, and then by using present participle we introduce one adjective phrase. One sentence is the team arrived at the playground. Second is it started playing game. Now let us see how we can make one sentence out of these two without changing the sense. Arriving at the playground, the team started playing. Now the first sentence has been converted into an adjective phrase, and this adjective phrase qualifies the team. We have used the present participle as an adjective, and these words are attached to the adjective. They make one adjective phrase, and this phrase qualifies the subject, the team. We should put a comma for differentiating between playground and the team. The subject must be distinguished from the adjective phrase by means of a comma. This is another curiosity of the English language. We put a comma here, and then two sentences become one sentence with the help of the present participle. One more sentence. The hunter raised his gun, comma, he aimed at the lion, he shot the lion dead. Now we have three sentences. The hunter raised his gun, he aimed at the lion, and he shot the lion dead. We can convert these three sentences into one sentence with the help of present participles. Raising his gun and aiming at the lion, the hunter shot the lion dead. Now, this is another curiosity or enchanting beauty of the English language. Three sentences become one sentence. Raising his gun and aiming at the lion. They are two adjective phrases qualifying the hunter. They tell us the quality of the hunter. Raising his gun and aiming at the lion, the hunter shot the lion dead. So this is one way of synthesis wherein two sentences or more than two sentences become one. Next is number 2, the use of the past participle in the first sentence. that is in passive voice. Now we have two sentences. The first one in passive voice. I will use the past participle for making that sentence an adjective phrase of the main sentence. The train was affected by the floods. It arrived late. There are two sentences. The train was affected by the flood. Now it is passive voice. We can use past participle here. Affected by the floods, comma, the train arrived late. Now the first sentence, with the help of a past participle, affected, has been converted into an adjective phrase qualifying train. One more sentence. Ravi was bitten by a dog. He visited his doctor. Two sentences. Now we can use past participle. Bitten by a dog. Ravi visited his doctor. Hence, when the first sentence is in passive voice, we can use the past participle for converting that sentence of passive voice into an adjective phrase which will qualify the subject of the main clause. This is the second method. The use of being. For joining sentences. The master was annoyed with his servant. He threw him out. Now, the first one is master was annoyed with his servant. He threw him out. We use being for introducing an adjective phrase when the construction of a first sentence is when the construction of a sentence is subject, verb and complement. The master, subject, verb, annoyed. With the servant is the complement. And second sentence is He threw him out. Sorry, the new sentence. Huh? Now we can use being. Being also is present participle. Being annoyed with his servant, the master threw him out. So, this is one more beauty of the English language. Being is adjective, it takes one more adjective. Being there, I met Amit. Being here is present participle acting as an adjective, but this adjective can take one more adjective with him. Being happy with his performance, I gave him my pen. Being an adjective, it has got one more adjective attached to it. Similarly, being annoyed with his servant. Present participle, past participle, both are adjectives. And these words are attached to these adjectives. They become part of the adjective. They make one adjective phrase qualifying the master. One more example. Gandhiji was a man of honesty. He became our icon. So it can be being a man of honesty, Gandhiji became our icon. Here we have two adjectives, here we have one adjective and one noun. That is how we can use participles when the sentence is of the construction of subject, verb and complement. This complement is completer. Next one is, we can join sentences with the help of noun, present participle and past participle. They make one absolute adjective phrase. Absolute adjective phrase means this phrase is independent from the subject. In other phrases, they were connected with the subject. They were related to the subject. But here, the adjective phrase introduced by a noun plus present participle and past participle is not connected with the subject. Now we have two sentences. The parcel arrived. Ravi felt delighted. The parcel having arrived, comma, Ravi felt delighted. You can find the difference. The parcel having arrived is independent from the Ravi. This is called independent adjective phrase consisting of noun, present participle and past participle. Vacations have started. All the boys have gone to their homes. We can use present perfect participles with noun. Vacations having started, comma, the subject is all the boys have gone to their homes. These are the four most prominent, significant ways of conducting the system of synthesis. We have some more which we'll discuss later on. They are, we can join sentences by preposition plus noun, preposition plus gerund as a noun, preposition plus infinitive, preposition plus noun, phrase in a position. Gerund as a noun, noun. One more method is preposition plus adverbial phrase. So far, my request is please take note of these four methods of doing synthesis. Give me your feedback. In my next lecture, I'll discuss all these. This book contains everything about these rules. They are called verbals. This book contains all the features needed for doing editing. So you can visit my website. You will find many lessons out of this book in my website. Most of all, I request you to spare time, give me a feedback so that all of us acquire English as a lifelong acquisition. Thank you indeed for sparing time for my presentation. May God bless you all. Namaskar and goodbye.